Thank you very much again for joining. For today's session, we are going to create your own theme in Google Slides. So we are using Google Slide. As you can see right now in my slide, so this is from a theme. So this is the title theme. So as you can see, it looks like this. We have a yellow on the top, and then we have some logos. Okay, we have some logos. So this is as well actually themes that we have created, and so it's a template that I used to come up with this slide. So by the end of the day, you are going to create something similar like this. We are going to create your own theme. So now let's get started. So you are going to create, and you also be able to edit your theme. I will show you how as well and how to apply them. So as you can see, like I told you, I'm using a theme as well. So this is like a title. So the title will looks like this. Okay, so this is how the titles looks like. And then for the content, you will see the layout change. So this is the title. And then as you can see, for this part, I only have a yellow lane on the top. And then for this part, as you can see, I have the yellow on the left side, and then all the body was on the right side. So for this one, it's totally up to you where you want to allocate your body and where you want to allocate your title location. Okay, as you can see here, for this side, I have my title on the left and the subtitle as well on the left. So to get started, kindly ensure that you already log in to your Google account. Okay. So after you log in to your Google account, so I always encourage people to always create the document in straight from their Google Drive. The reason why, because it will be easier for you to find the particular document later on. Okay, so that I will suggest you, when you create your new slide, you must create it in a location where it will be easier for you to find it. Okay, so if you need a new folder, create a new folder first, then only you create your slide. So now from your Google Drive, okay, so this is my Google Drive. Click on the plus sign here, okay, new, to create your slide. So click on the new button and then choose Google Slide. Okay, choose Google Slide. Once you choose Google Slide, it will open up a new tab. Okay, once you choose Google Slide, it will open up a new tab for your Google Slide. So this is your empty Google Slide looks like. So for now, we are going to come out with our own theme. So therefore, you just close this theme section. Okay, you will not be needing this for this one, because for now, you are creating your own theme. So you can just close this one. And don't forget to rename your document. Again, it's because later on it will be a lot easier for you to find your document. Okay, so give it a name. So I will suggest you to give it a name, and for example, KT template. Put the words template on it so that it will be easier for you to find it later on. Okay, this is just a suggestion. It's totally up to you what you want to rename your document. Yes, feel free to try it out, so that for you to try to see how it looks like. But I will also show you a demonstration part later on, so that if it will be a lot easier for you to follow me. So I will suggest you just follow my slide for now. I will also show you the demonstration, and then later on you can try it. Okay. So now from here, you just rename your document. Again, I will suggest it to give it a name that will be easier for you to find it later on. And then put template on the name of your document. To rename, you just click on the Untitled presentation and give it a new name. So now, after you already give your Google Slide a new name, we are going to create our theme. Now we are creating our own theme. So after you rename, so we are going to enter the master slide. We are not going to change anything here for now, okay? Not from the slide itself, but we are going to go into the master slide. How to do that? Just bring your cursor to view, okay, view, and then choose master. Go to view, choose master, and here is the master slide. So for your theme, everything needs to be done in here from the master slide, okay? So we are not going to edit the slide itself, we are going to edit the master slide. For the theme, you need to do it here. So you can rename the theme, okay? You can rename the theme to your name or any names that you want it to be. So once here, okay, so once you are here, okay, view master, you can rename the layout and you can rename the theme. So now if you notice for the layout, like I said, we have the title screen, we have the body content like this one. As you can see, I have the title and then I have an image right here. And as you can see on my learning outcome, you only view the, you can see the yellow part on the left side is for the title and subtitle and the body content. So that is layout. You can rename the layout. For example here, currently this layout name is the title slide. So for the title slide, by default we have this, okay, title slide and then also the subtitle. So this one, title slide, currently the name. To rename your layout, you just click on the rename. And then here, you just rename the layout. Currently, the name is title slide and then you just rename here and then press OK. So here is the example. So Simple Light is the name of the for the theme. Okay, Simple Light is the name for the theme. As you can see here, Simple Light. On the top here, Simple Light. Okay, here, Simple Light. So here is the name of the theme. You can rename it as well, but now we are in layout. To change the name of the layout, just click on rename, give it a new name, and then this is before and this is after. So I give it a new name which is tajuk besar. So that's why before it's title slide and now for that part it will become tajuk besar. It's totally up to you if you want to rename your layout. If you want to leave it as it is as well, it's possible. Now for the master, okay, if you are in layout, what you need to do, you want to go to the master. There's a difference between master and the layout. I will show you later on. Okay, there's a difference between master and layout. Whatever happen in master will take place into all layouts. But if you make changes into layout, it will only apply to that particular layout. But if you make changes into master, so all layout will be affected as well. So now let's go back. So this is master. If you click on master, okay, and then you can rename it as well. Okay, if you notice here, Simple Light. If you go to master, is to rename your theme name. Okay, click on rename. So as you know, the current name for this theme is Simple Light. So you just give it a new name and press OK. For example here, before it was Simple Light, so I already rename it into Demo. So now the name of my theme is Demo. Okay, it's Demo. So that is to rename your master and also your layout. Before you proceed with working on your theme, there's a few things that you need to consider. Okay, especially if this is like a big presentation for you. For example here, this is just like if you have any logo that you need to put in. For example, as you can see on my current slide, I have logo on the top here. Okay, and then I also have my our logo on the bottom. And you also need consider the color code. Okay, if you notice on my slide, most of the color will be black. Okay, black and also yellow. You need to consider your color code. Okay, kindly ensure don't to put so much color on it because it will be hard for people to read your slide. And also things you need to consider is the font, the typography. what kind of font that you want to use for your theme. Okay. And page number, do you need the page number? Do you want your slide to have your own page number? You can insert the page number as well. I will show you how. And then number 5, the copyright, and also if you want to put your contact details for each of your slide. For example, on my current slide, as you can see on the bottom left, we have copyright. It's copyright 2020 Solstice 47. Okay, that is the copyright details on the bottom left. Okay, so if you want to put copyright, it's something that you can consider, or you can put your contact details. And also if you want to have different design for each layout. Okay, like I told you, you have title screen, and then you have the my learning outcome layout is totally different. We have yellow on the left, and then if it's just a content, as you can see right now, it's just a yellow line on the top of our slide. So if you wish to have a different design for each layout, so you need to put different things on each layout as well. So the very first one, you need to find out about logo. If you wish to put in logo into your slide, okay, so you need to find the logo. So to put a logo is similar like you putting image into your Google slide. So it can be from the URL. So also if you have any image from your computer, or you can even use Google search. So it can be any image for the logo. Okay. So this is just an example. So for example here, this logo, okay, our full logo, I wish to put it on my bottom right of my slide. And then I have this logo, foundation logo, I will put it on the top left of my slide. Okay, so if you already have the logo, and then you need to consider the color code. Like I told you, you need to decide what kind of color that you want to use in your theme. So here, okay, here I have our black color and also yellow color. Okay, so you want to stick with your color code, because later on, like I told you, if you have too many colors, so your slide, it doesn't looks very professional, because it didn't stick to the color. So try to stick maximum, I will suggest 4 color. So for example here, we for our slide, mostly if you notice, we stick to 2 color only. So there's a few application out there, okay, that you can use to find your hex value. So this is the hex value. So this is the value which is important later on when you want to put in your color code. Okay, this is the hex value. So here is a few website that you can use. Okay, here is a few website that you can use to find your hex color. If you have an image, okay, if you already have a logo and you want to grab the hex value from your logo, so you can just upload your logo into these 2 website. Okay, this is just a suggestion. There's a plenty website out there that offer the same service, which is for you to get your hex value based on the image. So for example here, I have HTML color code, I have image color picker. Okay, so for these 2 websites, what you need to do, you just upload your logo, and then just drag your cursor into the color that you decide to use, and then it will show you the hex color for that particular part. And also if you want more suggestion for color palette, okay, this is a color palette. So you have low colors, okay, you have low colors. So here they will suggest you the best 4 color that you can mix around. Okay, they will there's a plenty of color palette available. So you just bring your cursor, you can just scroll what type of color palette that you want to use for your theme. And you also have pigment by Shape Factory. Okay, so for pigment is more into like details, but normally for pigment they will only show you two colors, two main color, and then you can decide either you want it to be lighter or you want it to be more darker color. So let me just share with you all this. Yeah. Okay, I will share with you in the text so that if you want to have a look. Hi, for the so I have a question regarding the certificate. So the certificate will be sent by the normally 5 days, or I will try my best to do it by the end of this week. So here in your Meet, okay, in your Google Meet chat, you can find all the link for this all four that I will share with you later on how to use it as well. It's very simple. Okay, so for this one is HTML color code. Okay, this one is HTML color code. So for this one, you just need to upload your logo, or you want, because let's see you have this image, and then you really like that particular color, but you don't know what is the hex value. So you can just upload the image here, and then you just bring your cursor to that particular part of the color, and then it will show you the hex value. Okay, color code right here. So this is the hex value. So you need the hex value, like I told you, later on to work on your theme. So this is HTML color code, and then we have this one as well, the same thing. You just need to upload your image, and then you just bring your cursor to that particular part, okay, to that particular part that you want to know what is the X value, because you want to use the same color. So you can use this one as well, okay. And this one is for the color palette. So we have low color. So here, if you scroll down, there's a plenty of an example of color palette. Okay. So if you decide to choose this part, for example, what you need to do, you just bring your cursor to that particular color, and then the hex value will appear. Okay. For this side, as you can see, this part, because I'm currently on this blue color, okay, that's why the hex value come out on the left side. For if you scroll down, there's a plenty of example of a mix of color that you can choose from. And you also have pigment by Shape Factor. Like I told you, they will only show you two main color, and then you can just click and go in. After that, you can choose if you want to use a darker blue, okay, or you want to use a lighter red color, so you can do that. But for this part, it's normally only going to show you two basic color, and then when you enter, when you click on that particular palette, only you can choose either to make it darker or lighter. So the reason why, again, you need the hex value, it's because you want to play around maybe with your font, with your background, okay? You want to use your own color. For example, here, I'm going to show you what should I do if I decide to use my own color palette for my title. Example here. So what you need to do, you just still in your master view. Okay, still in your master view. From your master view, so you just click on the desired box, okay, on the desired text box that you wish to change the color. For example, here I'm going to change the color for this title. So you just click on the box and then just bring your cursor into text color. And then here on the bottom, okay, on the bottom here, so you just click on the plus, okay. Here is where the hex value is important, okay. Here is where the hex value is important, because you wish to use your own color. That's why you need to find out what is the color code, the hex value, and then you just copy paste the hex value here. Okay, copy paste the X value here, and then just press OK. And after that, you will notice all of your layout will use the same color. Okay, we use the same color. This happened because I do it directly from the master layout. But if I wish only to use that yellow color for that particular layout, you do it the same but only in that layout. Later on, I will show you the difference if you edit on the master and also if you do some edit on the single layout. Master, whatever happen in master, it will take place on all layout. But for layout is individual. So if you change this layout, so it's only going to apply on this particular layout only. Typography, the font. Okay, what type of font you want to use for your theme. So it's the same as before. Whatever happen in master will take place on all your layouts. So if you want to use the same type of font, okay, just go to master and do the same. Go to this part to change the font. Okay, currently by default it will be Arial. So you can just click down there and choose other font that you want to change. And then page number. Okay, for this one is totally up to you. If you want to have a page number for each of your slide, if you need it, or you want to leave it without page number. So here in my slide, I don't have we do not use any page number. Okay, for our slide, as you can see, there's no page number. But then if you wish to have a page number shown, you can use this. Go to insert, okay, and then you have slide number. Here you can choose, okay. If you want to skip the title slide, so you can just tick on this one. So whenever you are on the title slide, they will not show the page number. For this one, I will show you as well for the page number. So once you are happy with your setting for the page number, just click apply. And then your copyright is totally up to you if you wish to have some copyright. So it can be on the top, it can be on the bottom, it's totally up to you. But for example, for my current slide, as you can see on my bottom left, we have copyright 2020 Souls 247. So this is just another example. You can also have all right reserved by Sense of Life System, and then you can also have brought to you by SoulSmart, or you just can put your contact number on the bottom, or it can be anywhere. So this work as a copyright or contact details. So whenever people go to a different slide, they will see the same format. Okay, you can set up a different setting for each layout. Like I told you, by default, you can edit this. The reason why I said by default, because you can edit this. Okay, we have title slide, we have 11. We have title slide like this one, and then we have section header, title only, and then we only have title and body. So currently, for example here, I have this title and two column. As you can see, I have the title here. So the first column is here. We have the body, and then here we have another image. So this is example of title and two column. Okay. So and also there's a other thing as well. For this one is for default. You don't have to worry much. So once you're done with your templates, once you're happy with your template, you already go check everything. So you're happy with the color code. So you're happy with your logo. What you can do now, you just close. So don't worry, you just close it and that's it. All of your things that you done in your master, it's saved. So now let's try it out. So I'm going to create a new slide. So here is my Google Drive. So just click on the plus sign and then open up Google Slide. Once you press Google Slide, it will open up a new tab. Okay, so here is my new tab. Okay, for now, since we are going to create our own theme, we will not be needing this section, which is the theme section. So you can close this one. Okay, now we are going to give it a name. I'm just going to give it a demo. Okay, so now we are going to start working on our theme. So let me just show you before we proceed. So in layout, by default, you have this again. Okay, you have this title section and so on. So now we are going to edit all this. Go to view, master. Okay, go to view and go to master. Click. So you are currently in the master view. Okay, you are currently in the master view. So you can change everything from here. Okay, currently I'm on this particular layout. As you can see here, I'm currently in this particular layout. So I'm going to try to put in an image just to show you. Okay, just keep me. Okay, I will copy my image from here. My logo. Okay, this is my logo. I'm going to copy this image. And then I'm going to apply it on this layout, okay, on the title slide. As you can see here, the title slide. I'm going to put it here. Okay, so I already have the image. Okay, so I already have the image. So it looks like this. Okay, on the top. So it's totally up to you if you want to make it bigger, if you want to make it smaller. So another thing I want to show you. So this one is, I edit this straight from the layout, okay? From the layout. So other layout, you cannot see the logo. So let me just close this one. Okay, this is title slide. Okay, this is the title slide. Let me just close this one. Since this is the title slide, so I can see the logo. So if you are outside of the master view, you will not be able to edit this. Okay, you will not be able to edit the theme. You need to go into the master view. Only you can move this image. But if you're outside, you will not be able to do so because it's considered as an background image. Okay, you will not be able to move this. So now this one is the title slide. If I add another slide, okay, so this one is a title and body. You will not be able to view the image, the logo here, okay, you will not be able to view it here. The reason why, because when I put it in this one, the logo, I only put it in the layout. I didn't put it in the master layout. So for the layout, it will only change for that particular layout only. Okay, let's just go back again, view master. So if you edit straight from the layout, so this change will only apply to that particular layout only. But if you wish to have all of your layout, okay, if you wish to have logo on all of your layout here, so I have title only, one column text, main point, and so on. If I wish to have the similar logo on all of my layout, what I need to do, instead of putting my logo in a title slide layout, I'm going to put the logo in master. Okay, click on master. So currently you are in master. I'm going to put the logo in master. So make it smaller. So I'm putting my logo in master. So now as you can see, all of my layout will have the same logo. So let's close this one. As you can see here, all of my layout will have the same logo. Okay, will have the same logo. So remember, if you make changes in layout, that's only going to be applied on that particular layout. But if you wish that changes will take place on all of your layout, you need to make the changes in the master instead. So that is for logo. So next up we have the our color code. So like I told you, we have plenty of method that you can use to get this hex value. Okay, to get this hex value. So now let's just open up the LOL color. Just pick a random color set from there. Okay, let's just pick up. Let's just go green. Okay, let's just go green. So I decided that I'm going to use this palette. Okay, I decided to use this palette. So here, so let me just copy the color. Okay, I'm going to use that palette. So go back to demo. Go back to your master view. So for the green, I'm going to put it for all title. I'm going to use the green color. So I'm going to add this X value. Okay, I already copied from the low colors palette. So just click OK. Right. So currently all of my title will be on that particular color. Okay. And then let's go back into the color palette and let's pick this second color. Okay. Let's go to the light one. Okay. Sorry. Let's go to the very light one. Copy that color, and this is for the first level. Let's say add our custom color, press OK. Great. So for you to see as well, so this first level is also considered as the subtitle. Okay, it's also considered as the subtitle. So the sub will taking the same color as this one, the first level. Okay, as you can see here. All right. Okay, here. So now let's go back to our slide outside just to show you. So let me just close this one. So this one I will say big title. And then this one I will put subtitled. So as you can see, the color changed. So by default, it will be black. But since we already changed the color, okay, since we already changed the color, so it will appear like this one. So similar like here, let's just pick up this one instead. Okay, so this one is a text. So this one is the title. So this is for the color code, just for you to play around. And the other thing, if you do not like black, if you do not like white as your background color, for example here, all this white space, you don't like it and you wish to give color, you can do the same for the background. Okay, so here, let's just pick, you can do it in master, so all of this will follow the same, but for my demonstration, let me just show you only for this one, title only. So I have a background. I'm going to choose let's go with this color. Okay, I'll just show you one more time. for the background, okay, for the background, this is a white space, but I don't like white, so let's just say I don't like it to be so white and I wish to have a colorful background. So go here, up here, as you can see, background, okay. You can choose an image to be your background, okay, as well. But for my part here, I'm just going to change the color. So do the same here, plus, change the hex value. Okay, done. Now let me just close this one. And if I add a new title only, as you can see here, the background color change. Okay, so you can also change the background. You can change the font. All right. So it's totally up to you where you want to put in, play around with the color. It doesn't have to be only the font. It's totally up to you. If you want to play around with the color, and then let's just go back to view master. So after you already decided what type of color you want to use, okay, what type of color, after you decided your background, next up, okay, next up is for you to decided what type of font that you want to use. So by default, it will be Arial. Okay, by default, it will be Arial. So if you want to change the font, again, you just go back into what type. If you want to change the title, so currently I'm in the title. So here, font, click. You can choose the one that you already have here, but if you couldn't find the one that you want to use, what you can do, here you have more fonts, okay? On the top, you have more fonts. Just click on that, and then you can choose. Okay, from here you can choose you can choose extra font that you wish to use for your slide. Okay, just try to find anything that you would like to use here. From here, just look for that one. Let's say I wish to use the one. Okay, so there's a plenty of font here available for you. So let's say, let me just look for ones that okay, dancing script. Okay, let's say I want to use dancing script. So it's very simple. If you wish to use it, just click. Okay, just click, and then you can see there's a tick, and then you will see my font here. So this is the type of font that I already put in, that I use. Then click OK. Then it will then only it will appear on your font list. Okay, dancing script, I already click OK. So now if you go to font, you will find it. So now I have dancing script. Okay, so here my title will be on a dancing script type of font. So here as well, you can play around with the font size if you want to make it bigger, if you want to make it smaller. So now let's close this one just to show you. So here, as you can see, my title will be dancing script. Okay, for my title now, here is the title as well. For the title, it will be in dancing script. Okay. So you can already preset what type of font that you want to use, how big is the font you want to set up. So here, if you want to make it bold, if you want to make it italic, so you can preset it here. This is for the font, and then next up is the page number. So again, it's totally up to you if you wish to have it or not. It's totally up to you. So now let's just for demonstration, let me just show you. Go back here. Okay, go to insert and then slide number. Okay, let's just put on, and then I want it to skip my title slide and then apply. Okay, let me just close this one. If you I skipped the title slide, that's why here you will not be able to see my slide number. But here, yes, there will be a slide number. Okay, because this is not a title slide. But then if I change this one into title slide, okay, if I change this second slide, my current second slide, into the title slide, okay, so here you can see it. So that one is only skipped for this one. So let's just go back to view master. Okay, if you go back to insert and slide number, you can on and off. Okay, if you don't want to use it, what you can do, you can just off, apply. So now let's go back to our, now the slide number is off, it's no longer available. So for the slide number, it's totally up to you if you want to use it or if you want to leave it empty like this one. Let's go back to master. Page number. So for the copyright, as you can see, let's just copy this one. So it's totally up to you where you want to allocate it. But now if I want that copyright to be displayed on all of my slides, so you need to do it from your master. But if you wish the copyright only to be displayed on a particular layout, you just need to put it on that particular layout only. To key in your copyright, you need to create a text box. Okay, you need to create a text box. To do that, just go back to your master view. Here you have insert placeholder. Okay, insert placeholder. This is for you to create your text box. Okay, you can just make it as big as you want, make it small as you want. So now let's just key in your copyright. So I'm just going to make it smaller for this one. Lot smaller. So make it 8, let's say. I will make this box smaller as well. Let's say I want it to be displayed on my top right. Okay. So make it like this. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so this one, it will appear on my top right. Okay, since I work on the master, so if I close this one, you can see this part brought to you by SoulSmart appear on all of my slide. Okay, even if I choose blank, it will appear as well. But if you want to display this type of message on your particular layout, so you can edit the layout and do not do it from the master. So this is for the copyright. It's totally up to you on the top. So let's now try to put it on the bottom. So close this one. So if you go back to your slide, you can see right now it's appear on your bottom. Okay, the message brought to you by SoulSmart will be appear on the bottom. The message is totally up to you. If you want to share your contact number, you can also do that. Like I told you, so it's there's a different you can choose a different design for each layout. For example, here let me just show you my current one. Okay, for example, here it doesn't have to be the same as the default. For example, here the current layout that I have, so we have a plenty of the same type of layout, but it just using a different color. As you can see here, the content can be in green, red, and yellow. As you can see here, I'm using yellow. So let's say I want, let's just go back to this one is a lot easier. Okay, so currently as you can see here, I'm using yellow. So you can see here is yellow and this part is yellow. But then we also have a different type of color. Let's say I choose red. So this part is red and this part is red as well. Okay, so it's totally up to you how many layout that you want. Okay, and also you can control the color. So you can do that by doing this. Master. Okay, remember you can rename your layout. So let's say here I'm going to rename this one title slide. Let's say I put green. Okay, and then I duplicate this slide. So I just right click. Okay, I just right click on this slide and then duplicate layout. So now I'm going to change this one to blue. Okay, so this is just an example. So let me just edit this into blue color. Okay, just to show you, this one is to, okay, this one is blue. So let me just close this one. So now if I choose that, this is green. So this is my title slide blue. So here, title, here is the sub. So if I open up my layout, so you can see here, green and blue. So the layout is totally up to you if you want to make it left, if you want to move it to the right, if you want to have color on it, if you wish to use a different color template as well, it's possible. So it's up. So once you're happy, what you need to do, you just need to close it. You don't have to press any save button because there will not be any save button. So any changes that you made into your master view as well is like similar that you make changes into your slide. Okay, that is all for creating a theme. For now, is there any problem or is there any question for creating a theme? All okay? Alright, so that part is for creating your theme. So now we are going to apply the theme we just created. Okay, so but before that, before we do that, yep. To share the theme that you just created, okay, to share the theme that you just created, okay, you need to share your slide. So to share your slide is the same as sharing your Google slide. Okay, to share your theme, so it's similar as sharing the slide. Okay, so what you need to do, you just go to share and then, sorry, it's still loading. Okay, you click on the share button and then you just key in the email address of those you want to share your document with, and then you can choose either editor, viewer, or commenter. Okay, so for this part is it doesn't matter. Okay, for this part it doesn't matter as long as they can view the slide. Okay, as long as they can view the slide, so later on they can import the theme from the slide. So this is totally up to you. As long as they can view the slide, they can import the theme that you created from that slide. So this is how can you import the theme. So you just create a new slide, okay, here, a new slide. So before this, we close this side. Okay, before this, we close this part, the theme section. Now, since we are going to import theme, we will be needing this section, which is the theme section. So just click on import theme, or if you accidentally close that one, you can just choose theme on the top here. Okay, to change the theme, you can just click on this one. So by doing clicking on the import theme or click on the theme just now here, it will open up this box, import theme. So like I told you, you just need to share your you just need to share your Google slide, and then your friend will be able to find the Google slide, and then they can import the slide. So here, again, the reason why I asked you to give it a good name that easy for you to remember is because right here, you can just key in the name and you can find it a lot easier. Okay, to import the theme is easier. So you just click on import theme, all of a Google slide and also a Microsoft PowerPoint slide that you have shared with you or in your drive will appear here. Okay, all your Microsoft PowerPoint and also Google slide will appear here, either share with you or belongs to you. It will appear here. So you just look for that particular file that you want to follow you want to copy the theme. Click on that one and then select and then choose import theme. And then if you go to layout, you will see the theme. Okay, you will see the theme. So now let's do that. So now create a new one. So since this one is already created, it's empty. Okay, as you can see, if I go to layout, this is just a normal layout. Okay, this is just a default layout. So currently I have this one, a default layout. So now I'm going to choose I'm going to import theme. Since the theme section is not appear, so I just need to click on theme. Okay. And then you can choose your theme from here. Let's say I'm going to choose our old theme. Put this one. Select. So even though they have something on it, okay, even though I already have something on it here, it's from existing slide. Okay, this is not empty, but then you can still use that one. Just press on select. So here is the name of the theme, So SmartX Google for Education. So remember when you're creating your master, you have this. Okay, this is the name, Simple Light. So here, this file name So SmartX Google for Education. So to rename that part, okay, where that part is play a role, it's going to be here, Simple Light. Okay, is the name of the theme. So this is how people going to view it. So people going to see it as a simple light. So here is the correct one that I want to use. So I just click on that one, import theme. Okay, as you can see, nothing changed until if you bring your cursor here to the layout, then only you will be able to view it. Okay, only you will be able to view it and change it. So now let's just change it into cover. So now you can see it become like this one. The layout change. Okay, the theme change. So that is to import theme. So, but there's a few things that you need to keep in mind. Let's just go back here, example. Okay, so for example here, I have already written some. Okay, I already written some just to show you what will happen if you apply your theme to existing document. There's a few things that you need to consider if you are doing that. Okay, this one is title and body. Okay, let's now import our theme again. Okay, so remember this one, the one that we are just working on. So we create a different theme for that one. So now what will happen if I use, okay, let's just use a current theme. This one, I'm using the one that the slide that we are using. Okay, so select. So here, import theme. Okay, you need to change it manually. But then there's a few things that you need to consider. Okay, just close this one. If I go to layout, so now you can already see our template. So now let's just go with this one. Okay. So there's a few things that you need to consider when you apply the new theme. The um, the font will change according to the theme. Okay, the font will change according to the theme, and if you have more text box, then it's let's just add additional. Okay, here. So now I'm going to apply this layout. This one. So for this theme, oops, for this theme, I only have two text box, which is the title, okay, the title and also the text box on the left. But then, since this site originally have three text box, one for the additional, two for the title, and the third one for the text. When I convert it into the new one, okay, into follow the new template, it will only, as you can see, only two boxes will follow the new one, and then the third boxes will not, because they don't know where to put it, it will just leave it as it is. So when you convert an old theme into a new theme, so you always need to check, okay, you always need to check if the layout is follow the new one, okay, you need to check when you convert the old theme into a new one. If you already created a content, then only you decide to change the theme, you need to check this one, okay, because like I told you, since this is originally have three text box, but since the new theme only have two text box, so this additional part was on the center, okay, so you need to check that your layout match. Okay, so there's a things that you need to consider when you do that. Okay, for import theme, is there anything that you want to ask? Any question for importing a theme? Okay. Vidya? No question. So now the template already applied. So this is just to show you, we already tried it out. Okay, you choose your layout. Okay, go to layout and then choose your layout, and then that's it. Your template has been applied. Okay, since there's no more questions, thank you very much for joining the class. I really appreciate your time.